Hello friends, this is Usman Chayin Physics Maths class. In my previous video, I've discussed how we can find error in this law. Today, we'll be looking at how we will be able to find error in y-intercept. We have a graph on the board, but in case if you don't know how to plot graph very well, leave a comment in the comment box so that later of course how we can find a very important formula, and that formula is y is equal to bracket opened, small bracket opened, then we have w over n whole square plus we have x bar in the bracket sg close bracket square, then big bracket close 1 over 2. This formula we're going to play a very vital role in calculating intercept on the y-axis. Okay, but then it's important for us to look at the graph. Let's just take like 1 or 2 minutes to look at the graph again. In case if you don't know how to plot a graph, you can drop a comment in the comment box. Then later I'll go over it and I'll do a video on how to plot a graph for you. So you see this graph, we use this very particular scale. This is a table of a value. The scale is 2 centimeters represent 2 units on y-axis and 2 centimeters represent 0.1 unit on x-axis. Unfortunately, we have 2 different points that is out of the line of base feet. As you can see, this and this is out of the board, line of base feet. And these 2 points we're going to help us to be able to find our W. You just have to draw a straight line on the first one that is out of the line of base feet, and you draw another straight line on the other that is out of the base feet. Okay, the gap in between them is called the W. Now, based on this very graph, the gap in between is 0.7 W. So if you obtain the W, it will now be very easy for you to find the other aspect. As you can see in the formula, we have W here, we have N here. So let us solve them individually. Let us first pick W over N all square. Okay, this is equal to, what is our W? Our W is 0.7. So we plug it in. We have 0.7 all over N. Where is our n? N is just a number. How come here you can see? Count this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is what you have plotted in your graph. Or you count this point: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So n is equal to 6. Then we put it in the bracket, okay? Which is 6. And you square it, you're going to obtain 0.0136. So this is our W over N all in bracket square. This is what we're going to obtain. We're done with this first aspect. We have to move on to the second aspect. This is x bar SG. Then all in the bracket we square it. So let's first pick SG. Okay. So SG is equal to 4W all over R end. Okay, R end, that is SG. Now we have to look for what? The W, and the W is already known. The W is 0.7 and end is 6. What we don't know here is what? R. So to obtain R is very simple. You come down to the x-axis. This is our x-axis, and I'm looking for what? The R. The R is the difference between the highest point minus the lowest point. Highest plotted point minus the lowest plotted point. Now, if you look at this graph, you find out that 0.6 is the highest plotted point there, and 0.1 is the lowest plotted point here as well. So we find the difference. By the time we have 0.6 minus 0.1, we obtain the value of R. So to get the value of R is very simple. We have R will be equal to 0.6 minus 0.1, of which R is going to be 0.5. Alright, so our R is 0.5. So we can plug it in now. We have 4 multiplied by our W is 0.7, so we have 0.7 all over the R is 0.5 multiplied by N is what? 6. So N is 6. Okay, so from here we multiply this by this and then this by this and obtain the next value. Okay, so when we multiply that, we have 2.8 all over 0.5 multiplied by 6, we have 3. Finally, we can say our SG is equal to, we divide 2.8 divided by 3. 2.8 divided by 3, we're going to have 0.93, approximately 0.93. Okay, so this is our SG. So we further have to look for what? The X bar is very, very important. We need to look for what? The X bar. So our X bar is the mean, all right? The mean of what? The mean of the X axis, the plotted values in X axis, all right? So we will be having 0.1 plus 0.2 plus 0.3 plus 0.4 plus 0.5 plus 0.6, all right, all over the number of outcomes, which happen to be what? 6. Okay, so by the time we sum everything there, when we sum everything on the what? The numerator, when we sum everything, 6, because we have 6 plotted points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, by the time we sum everything here, we have X bar will be equal to 2.1 over 6, and this will be equal to 0.35. All right, so our X bar is equal to 0.35. So we move on and plug it into our real formula here. So the formula was X bar SG all squared. Okay, this is equal to, we know our X bar is 0.35 multiplied by SG. Our SG is 0.93 all square. By the time we evaluate this, we will obtain 0.10595. Okay, so this is the value of x. Okay, so but then we have to pick this very value and this and replace it back to our original formula in order to obtain the y-intercept. So our y-intercept is equal to the bracket upon the whole of this. We obtain it as 0.0136 multiplied by the whole of this. We obtain it as 0.10595. Bracket close, raised to the power 1 over 2. That is the square root of this. After multiplying it, we have to find the square root. Now, when you evaluate that, your y will be equal to 0.35. And this is the solution. Normally, it's plus or minus 0.3535. This is the error in y-intercept. In case if you are new here, I encourage you to subscribe